Hello and welcome to episode 500. No, it's episode 267 of the Daily Sales Message, but we're talking about 500 of something today. This is episode 267, where we're talking about 500 reasons to buy from me. My name is James Newell. I teach people how to sell for a living. On this sales podcast, we give you simple, practical advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. That is what we do. If you've never listened to one before, there are clearly 266 other episodes for you to dive into. So if you enjoy that one, please feel free, hop on back into the archives. I've got a lot to talk about, as you'll see, and I talk very quickly, so hopefully you can keep up with me. Right, today, the notion is 500 reasons to buy from me, and this pertains to a goal that I had for the longest time, but I'm happy to say that I achieved it. When I started out in my business, way back in 1978,000, whatever it was, a long time ago now. It wasn't really, but it feels like it. I wanted to have a set number of LinkedIn recommendations in particular, but a big bank of social proof I can actually deliver. Because for one side of my business, the Clear Sales Message side of my business, it's quite intangible, it's creative, it's about creating messaging and things for people. So until you see the end result, you don't know what you're going to get. There's a little bit of skepticism, which I recognize. So I figured if I had 500 LinkedIn recommendations, that would just be such a ridiculously, hilariously disgusting large amount of proof that would make conversion easier. And I'm happy to report I was absolutely right. It did take me 6 years to collate 500 LinkedIn recommendations, unfortunately, but I did do it. And what happens these days, because they are now an asset for my business and I'm building on them all the time. So depending on when you're listening to this episode, I might be into the 600, 700s or even over 1,000, because at the time of recording, my new target is to have 1,000 LinkedIn recommendations, even though I'm a single person business, because I am insane. I'm aware of that. But when I talk to a potential client, potential customer, or somebody's on my website looking at a product or whatever, if I can link you to over 500 people that have said nice things about me on the internet, and over 500 people, that's like a jumbo jet plane full of people. Just to put that into like real world context for you, that's an awful lot of people. That's a really compelling argument, a compelling signal for you that I am safe, I am capable, you can trust me, I won't rip you off, I will give you what I'm claiming to be able to give to you. So in your own business, and I do talk about social proof, not just LinkedIn recommendations, they aren't the be all and end all, they were just an important one for me, but social proof in general. If you are listening to this podcast right now and you're a business owner and you don't have any more than like 10 or 15 or 20 reviews on Google, Trustpilot, Facebook, wherever it happens to be, that's a real problem. That's not, oh, maybe you should think about more. That is a real problem. And you only have to Google your competition to work this out. And Google Maps is a really interesting one. If you do Google Maps for like a plumber in your local area or whatever, there'll be some people there with like, up to 10, 20, maybe whatever. I can almost guarantee there'll be one company of like hundreds and hundreds. They'll be in triple digits or quadruple digits, or hundreds or thousands of reviews. And guess what? If you're looking for a business to help you with something, you're going to more likely go to one with the most reviews possible, because it just demonstrates capability and trust and so much more. And all the reviews are there for the taking. You've just got to remember to ask your buyers for them. So as we kind of seep into another telling off episode of the Daily Sales Message, 500 reasons to buy from me. When I speak with somebody, closing is so much easier because I've just got acres and acres and acres of proof, and I now have a target for the number of video testimonials. I want to try and get at least 100 of those. I've got about 30 of them so far. So again, just sheer volume, sheer quantity of, yes, I can deliver. Yes, I can be trusted. Here is how I can do things for you also. That's what your buyers want to see. Right, that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening. In tomorrow's episode 268, we are talking about, as I mess up my camera there, why you might have no inquiries or very little inquiries hitting your inbox, your DMs, your messages, whatever. Why aren't people reaching out to you? Why aren't they doing that? Why are you having to do all the hard work? There's one main reason, or there's lots of reasons, of course, but one in particular I see very common all the time. We'll cover that tomorrow in episode 268. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for hopefully a less telling off edition of the Daily Sales Message.